Derrick Rose is a no-show, and the Knicks don't know where he is. Don't know where he is. Now, look, I am old enough to remember. You saw last night where the official, not the gunned-up official, that he had some pipes, but he needs to do some burpees, right? He'd trim up a little bit, then he would look like He-Man. I mean, dude, you're not skipping arm days. You're eating plenty of protein. You need to trim down a little bit. Anyway, he had a pager. Like, I'm old enough to remember when we didn't have cell phones. You can't get away with not having a cell phone since 2000. Since 2000. You may know one person in your life that doesn't have a cell phone, but there is not a single multimillionaire that doesn't have one, and most of them have two. Most NBA players have two. If you don't have one, you can ask somebody else, right? This isn't like borrowing your sister's sweatshirt or your brother's shoes, but you'd always scuff them up. This is, hey, can I borrow your phone just to make one quick phone call? Call my agent who can call the team. Call my teammate. Like, he waited till after the game and texted Joakim Noah. That's the first time they heard from him. So as much as it might be legitimate, it sure feels like it's not legitimate. You know, there's something going on at home. It's the first time I've ever felt that way. Like, you're in a different city. Things aren't going well. You don't play the last two fourth quarters. You get in an argument with your coach. Like, you know what? If you needed a day off, they would cover for you. They would absolutely cover for you. He's sick. He's staying at home. He's got a family emergency. He had to go to Chicago. He had to go see his son. All of these things. We can formulate a story. But when you leave people in a position to where they don't know where you are. You ever done that? Like, you ever done that now? Did you know you can track people really easily with your cell phone? I feel like, sometimes I feel like the youngest 40-year-old dude, then I feel like the oldest 40-year-old dude. And my buddy's like, let me see where my wife is. He was picking up my wife the other day. I was like, how do you find out where she is? I was like, you doing Find My Phone app? It's like, no, you just go to her. If she has her locations on, which my wife does. You just go to her text page, you press in the map, and there she is. I was like, get out of here. Like, yeah, it's really easy. Like, that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard. He had no idea. Do you know how hard it is to be off the grid when you're Derrick Rose? Now, of course, you can cue in the jokes. He saw NO on the schedule and thought that meant no game. Derrick Rose was missing. Immediately, they checked the training room. Then they went and looked at MRIs, right? Derrick Rose is so used to missing games, he just thought, who's going to know? Like, all of these things, very, very funny. But when we don't know where he is. We don't know if he's in danger. We can't get a hold of him. He's in Chicago, which, again, struggling to buy that one. He goes to Chicago for a family emergency, and then he's back like 10 hours later. They're going to fine him, which is a joke. They have to suspend him. They have to suspend him.